Memory plays a pivotal role in the liminal journey. It's how we remember the experiences that we've had as we came to the threshold, as we came to the point of transition, and how we join our story into the community's story. The community memorizes its liminal experiences. It may write them down in the form of sacred scriptures, it may write them down in other ways, but they are there as the structure. And it's from that structure we escape, and it's to that structure that we return. Now, there's a very good descriptive process of how this goes on. First of all, the ritual subject, male or female, has to withdraw themselves from the social structure. And instantly the parable of the prodigal son springs to mind. It's when the prodigal says to his father, "Give me my share of the inheritance." This is akin to wishing his father dead. And so that's a very radical way of leaving a family structure. And once left, then the whole village ostracizes the younger son for what he has done. And even on his return, his brother doesn't want him incorporated back in. But that, in fact, is the third stage of the liminal journey, a reincorporation, but this time with a set of expanded understandings of what it means to live in the structures. And so the priest in the community or the minister in a community will allow the kinds of conditions to flourish by which the people of the community go on pilgrimage, go on liminal journey of experience, liminal journeys of experience. But there has to be a method of reincorporating them back in. And so this is where the group work of the minister becomes so important. You're allowing new things to emerge, things that are occurring within the anti-structure, and yet the person that is doing that is seeking to come back in with these experiences and be reincorporated into the wider life of the church, and to be able to conjoin their new experiences into the ongoing memory of the church's experiences. So you can see that to be a minister, you have to understand the nature of groups and how individuals function within those groups and the kinds of developmental stages that we go through. And the ability to remember and tell the story, and by telling the story to incorporate it into the wider structures of meaning within the community, becomes so important. And your ministry is very much about allowing this kind of activity to flourish. In order to do it, as Urban T. Holmes has suggested, you must be able, and I must be able, to live bimodally in both forms of consciousness. Well, it's a big ask, and it's an ask that takes us to a conscious act. And this is where the art of practical theological reflection becomes so important, because we have already created a sounding board where we can talk about the journeys of liminal experience within our theological reflection group. And the encouragement would be for you to be able to create similar groups within your own church communities. Thanks for watching the Spotlight series. I hope it's been useful.